Hello, I'm Cristiano Amon, President of Qualcomm. It is great to be part of CTIA 5G Summit. First, my thoughts are with everyone who has been and continues to be impacted by the pandemic. I hope you all are staying safe. Through these incredibly challenging times, one thing has become abundantly clear. Connectivity is essential, both to our daily lives and the global economy, allowing us to stay connected with family and friends and to remain productive at work. Given the impact that increased usage has had on already constrained networks, the need for 5G has never been more clear. With 5G, wireless has become the superior networking technology, providing fiber-like speeds, ultra-low latency, and massive capacity to connect billions of smart devices and objects, and to power next-generation applications and services that are more immersive, engaging, interactive, and intelligent. So when you hear terms like Industry 4.0, big data, telemedicine, extended reality, remote education, and cloud-based economy, think 5G. With 5G, wireless is not just a part of the internet, it's the future of the internet. And the commercialization of 5G continues to exceed expectations. Since the first 5G networks were deployed roughly 18 months ago, more than 90 operators have launched 5G services in over 40 countries, and over 300 more are investing to deploy the technology. The ecosystem's efforts and progress during these extraordinary times are nothing short of incredible. And we also continue to see significant growth ahead for 5G. Qualcomm projects over 750 million 5G smartphones to ship in 2022. And only 1 year later, 5G connections are forecast to surpass 1 billion, doing so 2 years faster than 4G. And by 2025, 5G connections are expected to reach nearly 3 billion globally and account for 45% of all mobile data traffic. Qualcomm remains laser-focused on driving the expansion of 5G across regions and device tiers so that everyone can enjoy the benefits of this amazing technology. 5G was designed from the start to use all spectrum bands, with each addressing different needs. Existing 4G low-band spectrum allows for widespread coverage and continuity of service. And with dynamic spectrum sharing, or DSS, 5G can coexist with 4G in the same band. Mid-band spectrum provides operators with additional coverage, capacity, and also performance. And millimeter wave is where you get multi-gigabit data rates and massive capacity needed for dense urban deployments. We've supported all three spectrum bands since the introduction of our first 5G modem RF system. Millimeter wave is essential to realizing the full potential of 5G. And the latest third-party data continues to validate the performance of millimeter wave. Based on real-world data captured by the Ookla Speed Test app during the second quarter of this year in the United States, average 5G download speeds in millimeter wave were over 11 times faster than those of sub-6 gigahertz. And peak rates have increased by more than 50% between the first and second quarter to over 3 gigabits per second. All major US operators have launched 5G services in these higher bands, with support for millimeter wave in most 5G device models offered. 5G millimeter wave services are also being launched in Asia and Europe this year. And successful spectrum auctions have recently concluded in Italy, Finland, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Thailand, and Singapore, with more coming. Additionally, more than 125 operators globally are currently investing in those spectrum bands. As we look out over the next 2 to 3 years, we expect millimeter wave to be deployed or licensed on all continents. As we move in 2021, we're driving the evolution to a number of new 5G capabilities. The first is the transition to standalone mode. Non-standalone mode has played an important role in the commercialization of 5G. allowed operators to leverage the existing 4G core, helping to fuel the momentum we see today with 5G. But the move to standalone mode with its new 5G packet core brings lower costs, greater efficiencies, and lower latency, as well as new capabilities such as network slicing. Carrier aggregation is another key capability we've been focused on, allowing operators to combine lower FTD and higher TDD bands to increase 5G capacity and coverage. Both standalone mode and carrier aggregation are supported in our Qualcomm Snapdragon X60 modem RF system. And with Release 16, we're bringing a number of new capabilities to 5G networks that will extend the reach of 5G to new industries, including ultra reliability to control industrial machines and robots to increase the flexibility of the factory of the future, and new types of deployments with private 5G networks for industrial and enterprise use cases, just to name a few. With this unified connectivity fabric, 5G is poised to drive digital transformation across virtually every industry. From automotive to energy to retail, 5G enables an entirely new cycle of innovation, leading to new business models, new services, and new ways to engage and interact with customers, all while providing massive capacity to support billions of connected devices and objects that make up the network edge. 5G will have a significant impact on industrial use cases and manufacturing, allowing companies to tap into a dense array of sensors, industrial robots, and head-mounted displays in near real time for new levels of insight, while supporting greater automation and control efficiencies. And 5G is accelerating the future of automotive, allowing vehicles to communicate with their environment using 5G C-V2X for greater safety and efficiency, while transforming the in-vehicle experience, enabling greater personalization of cockpit settings and content for both the driver and passengers. 5G will also fuel the creation of entirely new industries in services that have yet to be imagined. But a network that does all this requires infrastructure like we've never seen. It needs to be dense, high performance, cost-effective, and power efficient for both indoors and outdoors. Supporting public and private networks with a scalable and flexible networking equipment for diverse deployments across multiple industries and use cases. This modern 5G network is driving a shift to virtualized radio access solutions, or vRAN. vRAN supports faster and denser 5G rollouts utilizing open, software-defined solutions running in cloud servers with remote radio units. Our high-performance modem RF 5G technology helps us deliver unique horizontal 5G RAN platforms to both established and emerging infrastructure vendors, with support for global sub-6 GHz and millimeter wave bands, as well as open interfaces. We are working to deliver 5G vRAN network technology at scale for both public and private networks. For over 10 years, Qualcomm has provided technologies for cellular infrastructure, supported by our technical leadership and trusted relationships we have with major operators around the world. We are committed to delivering the technologies for what's next. We're ready to enable Infrastructure 2.0. Last week, we announced the expansion of our portfolio of 5G RAN platforms, designed for the age of virtualized and modular networks. These new solutions build on our modem and RF expertise to provide the critical technology for high-performance 5G infrastructure with cutting-edge new features. It includes Open RAN compatibility and hardware-accelerated virtualization. Scalable from macro to microsites, this expanded portfolio will include integrated support for 5G millimeter wave and sub-6 GHz spectrum across all key global bands. It encompasses solutions for radio units, RUs, distributed units, DUs, and distributed radio units, DRUs, that combine radio units and distributed units into one. Now we have a complete portfolio for small cells and remote radio heads to high performance and high capacity macro cells. This means that incumbent infrastructure vendors can complement existing portfolios with new capabilities, while new vendors can participate with Open RAN compatible solutions. Operators can rely on these platforms to propel the transition towards a more capable and modern 5G network built upon Infrastructure 2.0. Network infrastructure is just one of the areas where we're catalyzing the ecosystem to drive 5G innovation. No single company can do it alone. Success to date has come as a result of tireless work between companies across the 5G value chain and across ecosystems. Collaboration is a fundamental part of Qualcomm's DNA and can be traced back to the early years of the company. Through our inventions, platforms, and solutions, we help to empower and expand the ecosystem and accelerate innovation globally, allowing companies from across industries to create exciting new products and services. We are committed to delivering the technologies and solutions that move the industry forward and ensure that 5G is accessible to everyone, so that everyone will get to experience the benefits of this incredible technology. Thank you.